Joffrey's dead, Joffrey's dead, Joffrey's dead. Hello everybody and welcome to another video reaction where we are jumping into what I expect to be utopian world now that the bane of mine and Westeros' existence has been alleviated. Now, I do understand that we're all in the post-Joffrey death party hangover stage. But I need to start making some speculations here, because there is a hero that we need to crown. My initial reaction was that it was Oberyn who did it. I mean, it would only make sense, right? After some more thinking, and after dissecting a little bit everybody's motives on why they would do that and what benefits each group of characters or each character would have, I came to the conclusion that it's quite possible Marjorie, Grandma, and the Tyrells did this. Is Marjorie queen? That's really what it comes down to. Like, initially in my mind, it wouldn't make sense for the Tyrells to kill Joffrey off because they wanted Marjorie to be the queen. But since the wedding had already taken place, was Marjorie already crowned the queen? And I mean, they did. After I rewatched the episode, the hints were there. Like, they kept referencing Marjorie as the queen, and they kept telling Cersei that she no longer is the queen regent. If that is the case, it would make perfect sense for the Tyrells to just decide, you know what, we got what we wanted out of this relationship, let's just get rid of that fool. My whole thing is like, where does Joffrey's fool come into play with this, and what was the purpose of the necklace that he gave Sansa? I am kind of thinking of a possibility, so I haven't watched episode 3 yet, obviously, so like, we literally left off right at Joffrey's death. They might drop us off right back at the wedding. And now I'm thinking, what is that necklace? Is its purpose to protect Sansa from a possible attempt at multiple murders against the royal family and the Lannisters that might take place right about now by Oberyn and his people, you know? Is that necklace there to kind of signal, don't kill this one? So like, what does the fool know? What else is going to take place? And also, like, was it the poison at the cake or the wine? Right? There are two possible cases, because before everything happened, Joffrey was both drinking wine and eating cake. I am, however, very excited to find out and jump right back into this. I know there are other storylines to get to as well that we might see in this episode. We'll have the thing with the Boltons now going after the Starks, and I mean Bran and Rickon, I remembered the name. And at the same time we have Bran seeing those visions in the previous episode, telling him to go, I suppose, back to King's Landing, which is kind of a crazy transition, because weren't they all the way out north? And what, isn't King's Landing all the way down south? How is he going to justify that? Why would they just abandon everything and just go, okay, he told us to go south, let's go back to King's Landing? He did see the vision of the dragon flying above King's Landing, which I pray is what happens soon, meaning Daenerys comes in and just takes over. Although, if Marjorie is now to be the queen and the Tyrells are to rule King's Landing, they're about to experience some good rulership for once. I mean, Daenerys is still like the queen and she's gonna be even better, I guess, but like, now I kind of like, if the Tyrells do rule King's Landing, I am kind of in support of that. That will be the first time I'm in support of a ruler at King's Landing. I mean, even Robert, he was okay, I guess he was a good person at heart, but his reign as a king wasn't anything special. I don't know. So we have that thing, we have, as I said, the Boltons going after Bran and Rickon, alongside Rick. We have not seen any more of the White Walkers. We don't know what Jon Snow is up to, we don't know what the Wildlings are up to. So we have a lot of storylines to get to. That being said, nothing more interesting than what's going on at King's Landing right now. So, but as always guys, make sure you give this video a like, subscribe for more content, and let's jump into episode 3 guys. The intro just hits better with Joffrey gone. I can't even lie to you. Although I do have a feeling, unfortunately, that Ramsay is going to take over as the new Joffrey role in the show, and I'm not looking forward to that at all. Because let's be honest, characters like Joffrey are kind of essential in good shows. You know, you need to have those really despicable type villains so that you can get that satisfaction that we got last episode when they get killed or they die. So where are you going to start us off at in this post-Joffrey era? Yes! Guys, I'm going to pause a little bit, go back right at the beginning, I know. Right at the beginning, I know, I'm sorry, but I just can't get enough of this. I'm just gonna bask in the image of Joffrey like this one last time before Game of Thrones inevitably brings me back into a constant state of agony and distress. This is so good. Just look at this. Look at this face. I mean, it's really the detail. This one eye is gone. This one eye is leaving us. This one eye decided it had enough of Joffrey's head and is trying to leave the eye socket, as you can see. I mean, I don't know what they did with, if we're talking about like, if we snap out of the movie world, the TV show world, the makeup and stuff they did on the face is really good. I mean, the red in the eyes, and like this eye specifically, like whoever had this idea and however they pulled it off, it just really brings everything together into a beautiful painting, really. And the vein and whatever that stuff is, like that is popping out here, the tomato juice running down, the ketchup running down his nose, I mean this running out the eye, I mean it's just so good. It's really so good. I mean, talk about a freeze frame, talk about art. This is art right here. This is art. It's so beautiful. Just a little bit more. Ah, Joffrey's dead. Joffrey's dead. He's dead. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Where's his wife? Where's Sansa?
Find her. Bar the gates of the city, sees every ship in the harbor.
Oh, that's why he told you to leave. Okay, that's also a possibility. What's happened, Tywin? You big fool, you big dummy, you dumb. You thought you were safe, old balding bitch. So they were going to go after Sansa, but why? What's the reason now? But
Where are we going?
Somewhere safe.
shout out to this guy for saving Sansa right here.
Are you sure about that?
Up you go, my lady.
Where are you taking her? Though, this is a weird mood shift right here. I feel like we're suddenly the Pirates of the Caribbean, and this is the Black Pearl that's just getting ready to board.
Lord Baelish.
Peter.
Fuck no!
My lady.
No!
No. Wait.
The worst is past.
No. I trusted you. That was a massive shift, and I thought of Lord Baelish for a second while he was taking her. I was scared that we would see.
You don't want the Queen to hear, do you? 1,000 gold cloaks are searching for you.
He saved me.
Saved you, my lady. He followed my orders, every one of them.
I should have seen this shit coming from a mile away. I should have seen this shit
Helping
coming.
me because I saved his life.
Yes,
Can't trust anybody in this fucking show. I've already said this so many times.
That once belonged to his grandmother. The last legacy of House Holla.
Forgot about the greatest villain in the show for a second.
I know you've had a difficult day, but you're safe now.
No, you're
I
not.
promise you that.
No, you're not.
Safe with me.
You know what? He is going to be the next Joffrey of the show. Fuck what I said. I don't know what I was thinking. I forgot about the worst character in this show, now that Joffrey's dead. Is Snake.
Clawing at his own throat, looking to his mother to make it stop. It was horrible.
Okay, so you guys in the comments told me in the book he actually literally like clawed through his throat. They did not show it in the show, and I'm upset that they
What
didn't.
was it like?
But this conversation right here makes me kind of think that the Tyrells didn't do it, so like... Because they seem like surprised and shocked at it. Unless Grandma did it by herself.
You may not have enjoyed watching him die.
I did. How could you not?
Enjoyed being married to him, I can promise you that.
I would have
Facts.
been the queen.
So she's not the queen yet.
The Lannisters remains every bit as necessary to them as it is unpleasant for us.
Might be a lot of pausing this episode, but I just need to talk about some stuff that are happening. Because I feel like things are going on, very important things are happening that I need to talk about. So, I should have known that fucker. There was something like weird with that whole necklace situation and stuff. Fucking Snake, bro. I had forgotten about the worst character in the freaking show because he disappeared since episode 8 of the previous season when he sailed off in that ship. Should have known he was going to come back for Sansa one way or another. How did I not think of it? Damn. Poor girl can't catch a freaking break. Should have left with the Hound when she had the opportunity. But I already talked about that, so let's move on. So I don't think the Tyrells poisoned him either. Was it Baelish that poisoned him? Because again, from that discussion that Marjorie and Olenna had, it seemed like both of them were kind of like shocked that it happened. And Marjorie apparently isn't the queen yet, because they didn't consummate the marriage. So the only other options now to me are Oberyn, Baelish, right? Could Tyrion actually have done this? Could he have actually done this? I mean, by that scene that we saw, it was almost impossible. Did Tywin do this? No, he would never, right? Right? I don't think he would have. He has no reason to. I mean, he knew that Joffrey was a fool, but he could control him at least while he was at King's Landing. He could. It seemed like he could. Did Baelish, through the man that was working for him, the fool who was there, have Joffrey poisoned? Because the fool, as I said, was prepared for this. So, like, was it freaking Baelish? Did Baelish did this? Is this part of his elaborate plan to take over the whole world? Satanic villain in a movie type, rubbing his hands and laughing maniacally at the sky. I'm gonna be the ruler of King's Landing. That type of stuff. Unless, as I said, it was Grandma by herself who did it without Marjorie knowing and is now acting like she doesn't know. Anyway, we'll find out, I guess. But like, damn, so many questions so early on.
Means I'll become king.
Yes, you will become king.
What kind of king do you think you'll be?
That's a very good question. I don't know you.
Good king?
You were laughing at some of the vile stuff Joffrey was doing. But
You've got
like,
the right temperament for it.
you seem to be a bit better.
But what makes a good king?
Holiness?
Law the Blessed was holy. He ended up fasting himself into an early grave because food was of this world and this world was sinful.
Justice?
Yeah. Good king must be just. Or
What example are you going to?
Everyone applauded his reform. He was murdered in his sleep after that.
What are you going to say? Ruthless?
What do they all lack?
Please don't say smart, being smart, because y'all are stupid. Y'all are
Wisdom
dumb.
is what makes a good king.
No,
Yes.
every single one of you
But what
are
is
stupid.
wisdom?
Something that you'll lack. Do you see your child laying there? That's because you all were dumb.
You will have to marry. Do you understand why?
The king needs a queen.
Yes.
Did Tywin kill him? Only thing that could redeem Tywin right now in my eyes is if he killed Joffrey.
Yes, but
Then he would actually be smart,
Don't think so.
like he claims to be.
relatively straightforward.
How are you?
I'm alright.
You are. You will be. I'll see to that.
Like you showed to Joffrey. So, what's up, Cersei? How's everything going? Everything alright?
He killed him.
What if I told you maybe it was your father?
Ashes in your mouth.
That is true, although I think Tyrion at that moment was kind
That's
of
what he said
coming
to me.
up with a random line in his head. Now, if Tyrion did
You
this,
saw it. You saw Joff point at
Respect.
him just before. Avenge our son.
our son.
Kill Tyrion.
It's my brother. Our brother.
Why don't you do it, Cersei, if you're so tough
Don't want to try.
and smart?
You have to.
This will be a huge
Our son.
judge of character for you, Jamie. Do you see how she uses Jamie's sickness in this instance? But she wouldn't let him touch her. But now, in front of her dead son, she decides that she needs to persuade him in this manner.
You're a hateful woman.
See? This is sickness. This is sickness.
Jamie, not him, please.
This is sickness. This is sickness. This is...
This is a sickness of the highest order.
I mean, I don't give a shit, like, defile Joffrey's corpse, I don't care, but like, this is still sick at the end of the day, right?
I don't care. I don't care.
Gonna rain soon. Where are we?
Okay, I liked you, Jamie, like, I guess in the previous season you kind of redeemed your character, but right now I'm like,
Maybe we should get one.
the fuck?
Why do you
Feel like I need a shower now.
This is my land.
If I'm standing on it, it's my land.
We were just watering the horses. We'll be on our way.
Right, diplomacy. Hound, you should learn how to do it.
Forgive my father. He was wounded fighting in the war. He's never been the same.
Look at this little actress.
We don't have much, but any man that bled for House Tully is welcome to it.
We still can't trust anybody.
We asked the father to protect Sally's virtue and keep her from the clutches of depravity.
You going to do all 7 of the fuckers?
Father!
And they asked the stranger not to kill us in our beds tonight for no damn reason at all.
Arya's face. I mean, I second the sentiment of the Hound, because we can't trust anybody, as I said. Oh god, who's doing what now? What's going on?
What did you do?
Get your horse saddled.
You told me you weren't a thief.
I wasn't. I'll be dead come winter. Dead men don't need silver.
You're the worst shit in the Seven Kingdoms.
I just understand the way things are. How many stars they got to behead before you figure it out?
Okay, so never mind. I thought they were going to stay there for a bit. Make 2 new friends. Nope. Never mind that. We went in there and stole from their ass. Now I'm also realizing...
About what?
Killing the White Walker.
I mean, of course.
You're not
Come
lying.
on. Sam, your reputation precedes you. And now I'm also thinking that her being there might not have been the best idea.
Nice word, I suppose.
Because she's a woman in a place where supposedly they don't have women. And for good reason, because a lot of these people there are former rapists. So like...
No one bothering you?
I get a lot of looks. I hear
Yeah.
them making their jokes, but no one's touched me, if that's what you mean.
Being silly.
I'm not being silly. There's 100 men lying awake at night picturing you.
And what about you?
101.
What about me? Gilly?
Gilly? Gilly, the baby's talking.
I worry about you.
She needs you to do something more than just worry about her, Sam.
I don't know.
Are you not getting the
She's
hints?
safe here.
Are you bored of me?
Bored of you? I
Girls,
want to protect you.
when a guy tells you that he wants to protect you, especially when it's a guy who has not shown you anything prior that would suggest that he has any other motives, please believe that the guy is trying to protect you. He has a reason for telling you something. Please. Because we keep having these stupid talks where, like, these women are offended when it's pretty obvious. Like, they're explaining something to you pretty straightforward. And it's really frustrating, to be honest with you.
A page in someone else's history book. I'm running out of time, Sir Davos. Which means you're running out of time.
So what's the third name that he tossed into the fire? He tossed Rob's name, Joffrey's name. Which was the third name?
If you see the word knight and say Kurt Niggins.
That happened once, weeks ago.
Was it Greyjoy?
You're your father's
Balon
daughter,
Greyjoy?
almost
Yeah, we're waiting for him to die as well. Please.
The life and adventures of Elio Grivas, first sword of Bravos. Thank you very much.
I like this one. What was that for?
I need you to write a message.
You should write it yourself. It's good practice.
It's too important for me. I need a smart person to do it. What's this?
You're smart,
The Iron Bank
Davos.
of Bravos, from Stannis Baratheon, the one true king of Westeros.
Okay, this being said, I don't know if this is a better place for her, Sam.
You fucking rolling.
Don't swear in front of the baby.
That's right. She'll clean and cook and look after the other girls' babies.
Could find other work for her too.
No other work.
It is unfortunate because even in this... No, Gilly. You think this is the best for Sam? He loves you, damn it. But it is unfortunate because even in this scenario, she can't really guarantee her safety. Which is just the unfortunate situation of being a woman, a low-born woman in this world. But they seem to be having the time of their lives at King's Landing, to be honest.
No?
I'm sorry. You're lovely. I just have an acquired taste.
You're calling my beauty an acquired taste.
But you...
He is a prince of Dawn. Girls and boys will line up to fucking...
I will say, though, you both still have clothes on. This might be the first, like, sex scene in Game of Thrones.
Lord Tywin.
Where, like, this people have clothes on.
Are you interrogating me, Lord Tywin?
Hatred from my family is rather well known. You arrive at the capital an expert in poisoning. Some days later, my grandson...
I mean, it would make sense, right? That's what I thought.
Should I be concerned?
You are unarmed and unguarded because you know me better than that. I am a man of reason. If I cut your throat today, I will be drawn and quartered tomorrow. Deny involvement in Elia's murder.
Categorically.
I don't believe you, Tywin.
As custom dictates, 3 judges will render a verdict. I will preside. Mace Tyrell will serve as the 2nd judge. I would like you to be the 3rd.
Why?
Because I want to bribe you.
Tyrell's fall, and in the east, a Targaryen girl has 3 dragons.
Where is my queen? I have not seen my queen for entirely too long. Give me that name, please.
To Westeros.
Yes, you will.
Only the Dornish managed to resist Aegon Targaryen.
That is true.
You're saying you need us.
She does need you, apparently.
That must be hard for you to admit.
We need each other.
They really don't need you, Tywin.
I brought you some wine, my lord, but they took it from me.
A noble effort.
I didn't find the candles, though. A quill, some parchment, duck sausage,
They didn't really search you at all, then.
some hard cheese.
I would like to think, if I were arranging a royal assassination, I'd plan it in such a way that I wouldn't be standing there gawking like a fool when the king died.
That is true. That is true. Like, if Tyrion had planned this, it would have gone way smoother than that for him. He's too smart to get caught like that.
Strings, or woman, my father. Maybe Joffrey was too much work for him.
Right? That's what I said earlier. What if Tywin did it? God, there are so many possibilities because everybody hated Joffrey. So, like, literally everybody could have done it.
Himself. My brother. Would they at least allow me to see Jamie?
I'll ask, my lord.
He's really fucked, Tyrion, regarding allyship.
Testifying against me wasn't a suggestion. If they can't tempt you with honey, they'll choose something less sweet.
You've been good to me, my lord.
Pod, I will not have you dying on my behalf. Do you hear me? If I have to take that long walk to the executioner's block, I don't want to see your head already mounted.
My lord.
Pod, I am giving you an order.
This is crazy.
Then get yourself out of King's Landing before it's too late.
Tyrion is too good of a damn person. You better not touch a single hair on Tyrion's head. What is this? The Sire?
She got boiling better than your mum. She got.
If the wildlings breach the wall, they'll roll over everything and everyone for 1,000 miles before they.
Jon Snow looks way too stylish compared to everybody else in this room, to be honest. Just had to point that out.
They're not going anywhere. They've got Craster's food and his wives.
Poor girls. Never thought they'd miss their daddy.
Carl's running things now.
One of the worst characters in the show somehow is still alive and is gonna have an important role, whatever, in this continuation. That's disgusting.
We had over 1,000 men at Castle Black alone.
Man says all he needs to crush us, he just doesn't know it yet. But as soon as he gets his hands on
So he did lie. I thought that those were fake numbers.
Full strength at us. And even if every one of us kills 100 wildlings, there's still not a thing we can do to stop them.
My queen, it's been eons. Your presence just improves the episode, just brightens up my day. Are those pyramids? Damn, are we in Egypt? That's a big undertaking, Daenerys. Every time it gets bigger and bigger. Damn. Damn. Keeps going. A lot of people. Very stylish as always. I love the gold and blue.
They want you to send your own champion against them.
Here we go again with this Troy stuff. This is literally Achilles versus Hector. Okay, send Dario then.
What is he doing?
Daenerys is so done with everyone.
We're an army of men without. Do I have a champion?
Okay, or Mr. Worm can take him.
Which is why you must remain by my side.
We know it's going to be Dario.
General and my dearest.
We already knew who you was going to pick, Khaleesi.
How long I will return to nothing.
Right. It's obvious.
Kill this man for you.
She took an entire city.
Very well.
Right?
You have quite an audience.
Although we don't know about the new Dario Naharis. The previous Dario Naharis was pretty badass.
The whole city is than men.
Horses are dumber than men.
Don't insult horses like that. I know plenty of men that are dumber than horses. Okay, this should end swiftly. Imagine if they just killed Dario Naharis right here. Don't worry, Danny, I think he has plot armor. Look at this anime style badass. He's not even holding the knife properly. This is so dramatic. That's the best you got? That was the best you had? Do you just have your piece ready to go? Like. They might not seem too free right now, but trust us, they're free. Have I already told you guys how dope this language sounds? Sounds really cool. She's just so fire, bro. I mean, aren't you scared of them possibly killing some of the slaves as well, though? Are those the chains? Those are the chains. She's so fucking smart, bro. She's I love this woman. Are you going to end it? You can't just give us the best character of the show and just end it like this now. Like, my blood was boiling, I was ready for the rebellion. And then you just... Yeah, Daenerys wins the episode again. Just, like, she doesn't need much, she just needs one scene. She really just needs one scene and she steals the episode. Also, the soundtrack that plays during those epic Daenerys moments is just so freaking epic itself. It's just such an amazing soundtrack. I just love the score that they use for her epic moments. It's so fitting every time, it gives me chills every time. I remember that I said something about doing, like, giving an award for best line, and I have not done this in any episode since when I first did it with Cersei. To be honest, I don't know if I have a best line in this episode, to be honest, so I'm just gonna give the award for best moment to just Daenerys there at the end. A lot of interesting things happen in this episode, a lot of bad things happen in this episode. Mainly speaking, Sansa is now with freaking Snake. And to anybody who is new, I need to keep reminding people when I'm talking about Snake, I'm talking about Baelish, because he's a snake, and that's how we refer to snakes. So yeah, I also said that I thought that the Bolton bastard was going to be the next Joffrey. He still might be. But also I feel Baelish is going to take over the role as the most hated. And as I said, you always have Cersei as well. I know they're going to have to do a lot of work to carry, to fill Joffrey's shoes in terms of how we despised that character, but I think they can do it. The three of them combined, they have the power to do it. So unfortunately, we have Sansa with Snake now. He's going to take her for himself. We don't know what the fuck Snake has done since we last seen him. Has he lived at the Vale? Like, how has that whole thing gone? How has Catelyn's sister accepted him? What is their situation? What is going on there? I guess we will unfortunately find out eventually. Then we have the whole situation with Sam and Gilly. And as I said, it's frustrating seeing these women. Like, we saw with Shay in the previous episode, we're seeing it with Gilly now. Like, just take a second, think things through a little bit. Understand where people are coming from. Sometimes you need to put logic in front of emotions. You need to think stuff through. Okay. Now, that being said, I don't know if Gilly would indeed be safer where Sam sent her. As I said, it's just an unfortunate situation to be a low-born woman in this world. You don't know what idiot you might run into. Hope he keeps his promise to go and check up on her as often as possible. We saw the wildlings just murder a bunch of people. That's going to be an interesting encounter when Ygritte and Jon Snow meet as enemies this time. It's going to be interesting how that whole thing transpires. But some of the other in my opinion, outside of Daenerys, the other two most important things going on here is Tyrion and his trial, right? Tyrion is such a good man. Even the way that he told Pod to, like, don't risk your life to protect me. Like, I already have all the odds against me. Like, having just one more is like, it's not gonna change the inevitable outcome. I still think that Tyrion is smart enough to get out of this somehow. He already got out of a similar situation like this at the Vale in the first season. I trust him to get out of this some way, somehow. I do believe Oberyn being, again, Tywin thinks he's just too smart. Tywin thinks he's too smart. What he told Cersei, maybe we need to start telling Tywin that he's not as smart as he thinks he is. Because I am willing to bet that Oberyn will not testify against Tyrion in this trial. He'll actually try and defend Tyrion in this trial. I enjoyed that conversation that Tywin had with Oberyn, and kind of like reassured me that Oberyn wasn't the one that killed Joffrey in this instance. So that really leaves us with Baelish, Sansa, Tywin, still Grandma Tyrell, right? I also don't think Jaime will actually kill Tyrion. I hope at least he doesn't. What else? And yeah, we have Arya and the Hound. I really enjoy their scenes. I could at the same time understand what Hound was talking about. Talked about the Starks and how they just keep getting caught unprepared and killed because they're kind of like too kind in a way, right? Too noble. Although we have established that Arya is very different in that regard. Still though, as I said, we couldn't trust anybody. That man did seem like he had initially good intentions. I don't know. As I said, both Arya and the Hound are going to learn from one another certain things. I feel Arya is gonna have to learn to be even more like cutthroat and brutal, which her character is already heading down that path, which is in a way also kind of unfortunate. But I think the Hound is also going to learn from Arya, maybe be a little bit more humane, you know. There needs to be a right balance, you know. There needs to be a right balance between, you know, being ruthless, but at the same time, like having humanity. Different scenarios require you to rely on one or the other more. Again, it's a fine balance, especially in such a cutthroat world. Oh, and also just before I close this, it's going to be interesting to see how Joffrey's brother is, how he acts, what type of king he'll be. He seems much more sensible than Joffrey, although as I said, we did see him laugh a little bit at some of the stupid shit Joffrey was doing. So at the end of the day, he might just be a bit better, but not entirely better. We don't know. We don't know this kid at all. Tyrion said that they are good children when he was talking to Cersei in previous seasons. So I guess we need to trust Tyrion's judgment because he's a pretty good judge of characters. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you all in the next reaction video. Have a good one. Bye.